my channel, guys. Today we're going to talk about 5 things I hate about the Polaris Slingshot. Alright, the first thing that I don't like about the Polaris Slingshot is the intake. This intake here is aftermarket. When you buy a stock, it comes with a big box. It doesn't breathe in too much air. And anyone knows anything about air intakes, the better flow that you get with the open filter, the better. Those come with the closed box that I don't too much care for, but I mean they still do the job. But I just don't too much care for it on my Slingshot, so I had to do an upgrade. Number 2 that I don't like about the Polaris Slingshot is the size of the rims that comes on them. They come 18s in the front, 20s in the back. You can't do upgrades. Me personally, I don't think it's enough rim and enough tire, to actually push these vehicles. Push it, most of these vehicles get up to 160, but I mean, who's really gonna be doing 160 unless you got a turbo on it? So the max you probably do is like maybe 130, maybe 135. These stock tires are not good enough, for that speed. I have new rims and tires sitting here that I'm actually gearing to put on, but this is actually about to go through a whole transformation right now. So that's the reason why they're not on right now. So with those tires, I don't too much care for them, but if you're cruising around town, cruising on the beach, it does its job until you're able to get a better set. All right, number 3 that I do not like, it's not the suspension, it's the gap. You'll see what I'm talking about. You see that space? That's a lot of space for no reason, and I can't stand that space. But I do have here. We have coilovers that's actually getting ready to get put on. So this gap, is way too much. You can put 2 fists in it. I can't do it because I'm holding the camera, but you can literally put 2 fists inside of there. But the way that it's going to absorb when I get the new rims be about that much. Give enough tires enough room to breathe and move around like they need. These are 22s that I'm actually putting on. The 22s for the back, so those coilovers will go for the front and also the rear. Next that I don't like is the sound system that comes in it. Most everyone who buys these things, they like off top just gets new systems put inside. I'm running my own setup. I have 2 amps, one for my highs, one for my mids. I do have a subwoofer and all this stuff that's getting put in, just not right now. But the system that normally comes in them, that's if you get a dealership that actually installed a system in it. Because most of the dealers, they don't put systems in it, so it's up to you to actually put it in. But for the ones that actually come from factory or from the dealership, they actually come with like these wax systems, and it's going to need an upgrade. You will probably ride it maybe a couple times before you're like, you know what, we can't do this anymore. The next thing that I don't like is when you're sitting in the Polaris Slingshot and you're driving, you can't seem to look to the rear. Well, let's see what's coming up on you on the side. See this here? See that? what I did was I actually installed my own backup camera, but I have it running at all times. So when I'm driving and I can't see over this side here, well, even if I have a passenger in the passenger side, I can't see, so I have to lean forward or try to use this mirror. But these mirrors are not adjustable mirrors. So if no one's riding on this side and this mirror get all out of whack, you probably have to lean over and keep trying to adjust it. Sit forward, lean back, sit forward, sit forward, lean back, and try to get it to where you actually can. I don't have time for that. It takes up too much time. So I install this backup camera and have it running. Anytime it's powered on, I use it to change. So those were the 5 things that I do not like about the Polaris Slingshot. I just want to say thank you for everyone who watched the video. Comment, subscribe, pass the video along. I know there's a lot of people out here who's wondering about the Polaris Slingshot. Well, if you want to know, here's the channel you can come to, and I'll keep you updated on the new updates, on any new mods, anything like that. I also have coming in the next video just a little something special that I plan on doing to the Slingshot to switch it up. Now, I've been riding this look right here for a year. It's time to switch it up, man, and go a different route. So like, comment, subscribe. Thank you. See, that's my logo. And I also have a legendary beast in the background. The Scat Pack. Don't worry, I have plenty of mods coming for that. I'm doing 2 things at once, with coming to these vehicles, and also, have multiple businesses that I own. So you have to bear with me. So I'll keep you guys updated on everything. But the next video will be something special. Last but not least, that I don't like about the Polaris Slingshot is this area here. You see that? That's a lot of space on both sides, which means that's a lot of wind that's catching up on those tires. Now, I do have a set coming from Sling Mod that covers that gap on both sides. But I didn't understand, like, why would you engineer such a beautiful vehicle and leave all this space open? Like, that doesn't make any sense. It's the same way that on this side, it's just too much space. It's too much open within here. But it's a good and bad thing. The bad thing is, so much space. Everyone knows the lower you are to the ground, the better traction that you will get. The better it'll hug corners, everything when you turn. Which is, this right here is a bad thing. The good thing is, once you actually get those new wheels, you have enough room to play with. So when you're running new wheels, you have so much room to play with. Look at that. That's at least 4.5 inches. So you can, some guys I've seen go up to 24, some 26. I would never go that big, because to me that takes away the ride, because it starts making it bumpy. But there's just too much room to play with. All that.